you first launch your product on Amazon, you have to have a concrete strategy on how you're going to actually get that product out there and get the momentum going. So I've invited my friend Isabella Hamilton on to talk about some of the strategies you need to think about when you're first launching your new product and some of the things that you can do to really get that momentum going and to get that flywheel rotating so that you can get the rank quicker and you can get onto page 1 and start making those organic sales. So Isabella is going to be sharing with you some of the strategies and the techniques that work pretty well right now. So welcome, Isabella. Excited to have you here.
Hello, Freedom Ticket students. It's such an honor to be here with you today and discuss ranking. My name is Isabella Hamilton, and I am the CEO and founder of RankBell, the leading industry expert when it comes down to all Amazon launching and ranking. What are the benefits of ranking? Well, of course, as you score higher on Amazon, your product will start picking up more and more sales. And who doesn't like that? Everybody wants to sell on Amazon, which is why we all start, right? Well, if you are on page 2 or 3 or even further, your chances of selling a lot of your units is going to decrease significantly. So when should somebody start ranking? I would say immediately. But again, I don't want you to get caught up into thinking that just because you haven't launched the right way, that there is no way for you to start selling more products. It's always possible. So you would hear a lot of experts talk about the honeymoon period. So the honeymoon period is basically when you first launch your product and it's on Amazon. Now, Amazon is giving you this extra benefit because you are new and they really want you to succeed. I mean, Amazon, the whole goal of selling on Amazon is being very successful. If you're successful, then Amazon is successful. So the more you sell, the more they make money. So when it comes to the honeymoon period, they give you this time, and I don't think anybody has ever come up with the exact timing of this, but in my experience, I've been doing this for about 8 years now. The honeymoon period it can be anywhere from 2 weeks to 4 weeks, and then it slowly decreases. So those first weeks are very, very crucial in your Amazon journey. You want to make sure that you have your product up. You want to have this amazing pictures because now you are competing with so many more sellers than people used to compete when they first started selling on Amazon years and years ago, right? So I don't want you to get discouraged, but I want you to start looking first thing at the quality of your pictures. As you know, as humans, our attention span has been slowly decreasing over the years, especially now with so much technology around us and just everything happening. You want to make sure that you capture somebody's attention. So let's say you are selling workout bands. You want to have your pictures on point. You want to make sure that you are grabbing that attention. So first thing I would do is, again, invest in very good quality pictures. I mean, there's a lot of services out there, and a lot of sellers, I know when they start, they want to save as much money as possible because they want to use the rest of the money in product. And I completely understand you when it comes to that. But having amazing pictures really speaks a lot about your product because most of us, as I said, we have very short attention span, and how can we grab somebody's eyes is just by having the right pictures first. And what else can you do to differentiate from all the other sellers that are selling the same workout bands as you? So pictures are very important, and then you must have a really amazing listing. You want to make sure that you have all the keywords that are relevant for your product and that you want to rank for, right? Because this is all what this is about. And as we go through all these steps, you have your pictures ready, you have your listing ready, then you can go into a keyword research study. So first you would go to the Helium 10 dashboard, of course, and you would go to keyword research, and you have Cerebro, which is my favorite tool, and you will be able to extract ASINs from other products that are similar to yours, whichever ones are closest to what you are selling, and pick those keywords that, again, are relevant for your specific product. And you will see, you will have to kind of browse through all of it and make sure that the keywords are the ones that you need. I know it gets overwhelming because you will pull an ASIN and you will see thousands and thousands of keywords, and sometimes it's a little difficult thinking which one is the right one for me. So do the best you can to have the best keywords possible into your title, into your listing, and of course into your back end. And if you don't know how to do like a really good keyword research, Bradley from Helium 10 has amazing videos that he's done over and over again. So you can check some of those out. So let's go back to ranking on Amazon. So how can we rank on Amazon? This is the $1 million question, right? Well, there are two ways that you can do this. One is PPC, which I highly suggest when you first start selling on Amazon. One, it's showing Amazon, it's giving Amazon the power to see what is your product about? Like, what is it that you are trying to reach? So giving Amazon your you basically give up your power to Amazon for them to be able to pull the data. The more data you give to Amazon, the more it would help you. So always strongly suggest using PPC. Doesn't matter if you're just starting out, or again, if you've been selling for a long time. And I know a lot of people think, it's very costly, but it's just part of the marketing expense. So highly encourage using that. And I know Helium 10 has a new tool. It's called Atomic. Check it out. It's really helped a lot of my clients and a lot of sellers that are starting out. So going back to the micro influencers, you want to make sure that you are increasing the people in your community as well. So I would suggest immediately starting a list of people who love this kind of product, right? Again, so if you're selling in the tennis niche, you want to go to these groups and you can, create this relationship with them, because in the end, we all want to be connected, right? These people, yes, they want your product for free, but also this is how you create brand recognition. If they love your product, they will always come back and buy from you. And also you can have these people for later on. What if you want to launch a second, a third, a fourth, or however many products you want? You want to have this list. This list will be gold for you. But as I said, you start slowly. And now let's say you have 20 people that you found, that you started a relationship with. They're checking out your brand. You tell them about the features. Now they start to have a connection with you. And once that happens, it would be easier for you to ask them for favors. But as I said, always make sure that the people that are buying your product are very trustworthy and they're not going to send the product back to Amazon. A lot of people that I have seen that have come to me, one of the biggest things they complain when they start creating their own community is that not everybody's trustworthy. And you have to make sure that that doesn't happen to you. So again, when you choose these buyers to buy your product, they may not be perfectly suitable for your exact product. So if I'm a mom and I'm buying all these mom products and you as a seller have a baby product, it will be a perfect match because I will test one of your baby products. So Amazon will consider me relevant for that keyword and the product that I bought, which is why I always recommend, again, creating your own community in your own niche. If all the people that are searching for your product are those those people that I mentioned that are interested in tennis, then they will go to Amazon and they will search for your tennis product and they will buy it. And Amazon will see them relevant because if they look through the search history and the buying of products of this specific person, they will see that it's a lot related to this sport, right? So you always want to make sure that it's even the buyers have to be relevant to your product. Of course, we all have random buys throughout the day. You may buy like some house products and this, but the consistency of the products that we buy is very relevant to Amazon, and they definitely keep track of that. So if you're just starting selling on Amazon, again, make sure your pictures are on point, your listing, and that you have started creating your community. Another thing that is very important to mention is external traffic, guys. This is absolute gold when it comes to ranking your product on Amazon. So not only you want to do PPC, again, PPC is fantastic and I really love it. I use it for my own products. Yes, it's costly, but you want to show Amazon that data, and you will also get sales. And also don't forget, you can write it off in taxes as a marketing expense. So Facebook ads, very important. If your product is relevant for Facebook, if your product is relevant for TikTok. So if you have a product that's suitable for young people, since TikTok has a lot of young users, let's say between, 15, 16 to maybe like 30 years old, then I would highly suggest considering using TikTok ads. And they're actually not very expensive. You should look into it and see how you can utilize that for your product. Then we have YouTube ads, you have Instagram ads. So try as much as possible to bring external traffic. Also, you can utilize it in the organic way that I mentioned to you. So let's say you started creating your community. Now you have 50 people that are interested in your products. Then you can kindly suggest to them that they would go to, let's say, TikTok or Facebook and click on your ad and purchase your product that way. Again, if Amazon loves external traffic, it will give you a really good boost and it will help bring your product on page one. Also, make sure that you have an Instagram page, that you have a Facebook page for your product, because a lot of people are going to Amazon and they will find your brand, but they may be curious about it and they'll type it into Instagram, they'll type it into Facebook. You want to have a presence everywhere in any platform that your specific buyers are going to search for you. And don't forget that this marketing is very important. And I meet so many sellers that are starting out on Amazon and they say, Isabella, I spent all my money on the product. I spent all my money on the sourcing. And you know what? My product is perfect. My pictures are perfect. And then they come to Amazon and then they get stuck because they are not selling. And remember, as humans, we only have very short amount of time and patience. And most people don't scroll past page one. I see it over and over again. You want to make sure that you capture all the eyes. You want to make sure that you are on page one. Otherwise, you might not be as successful if you end up on page 2 or 3. So these are my tips for today. If you have any questions, reach out to Helium 10 team. They are fantastic. I am so happy and proud that you are here and you started your Amazon journey. This is such a big step. And with Amazon, it can get overwhelming. It can get frustrating. And, my biggest advice to you is not to stop, because those who are successful, they never stop. We will always have problems and issues, and the issues that you have once you get to $10,000 mark, are smaller than the ones at $100,000 mark, or 1 million, and so forth and so forth. So we will always have reasons to quit, always, but you are the one that is going to be successful if you are determined. Again, reach out to the Helium 10 team, the Helium 10 group. It's a great place to get information. A lot of the Amazon sellers in the community are so helpful, and they will always be there for you. I wish you the most success, and I know just because you're here and you put in the time to watch this video and all the videos Freedom Ticket offers, I know that you are determined and consistent, and I wish you the best.